Greetings, everyone. Hopefully, the microphone is working. I have nothing muted, and we'll start proper today. We're we're 44 weeks of doing the Friday pre-flight, and there's 17 of you here early. Thank you all for joining me today. And wow, um, lots has happened. It's weird. It doesn't seem like anything happens until sometime in around Thursday afternoon, and things start to pick up speed. And we're going to talk about a couple of those items that just kind of dropped on us that way. But there's some other stuff we can point out that we likely will be talking about all weekend, and that's the whole point of the show. But the other point of the show is everybody that's here. So thank you all for joining me today. I've already started highlighting people in the chat, including Montana here and Cold Era. Liger fan was early. We've got Mr. Shirt in the house. I saw Lord Thoth as well. Keely Chow has joined us. We've got Brightest Day, guys, up and coming YouTuber there, and Brightest Day. Check out Brightest Day. Um, you know, Zach may have failed basic flight, but Brightest Day is pretty awesome. So check that out. Let's see who else popped in. Oh, Accidental Tourist already had his pre-flight meal. That's great. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the lounge for as long as we can be here today. I'm gonna give you a little more than an hour, maybe two. We'll see. We'll see how long I can go or how much information's out there. What's going on, Dexy Doodle? Good morning to you. I saw you pop in briefly to say, "Holy cow, it's like ridiculous in the morning for you." When we were streaming last night, but it's great that you're here. Appreciate you. Mr. Dragon is in the house. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday, to be honest with you. Eric Winberg is here, and he's already sent us a super sticker. It's a little Shiba Inu dog going, hiya, what's up? Little finger up, waving. What's going on? As I said, Oliverianne is enjoying fruity umbrella drinks. In fact, she's sharing them. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, there is some Black Widow stuff we've got to cover. We got a lot to cover. We'll get to it all. It'll be good times. My goodness, the Greek god is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Man, you are on your way to 1,000. Look at that. Our friend Apollo Patriot makes cool video clips of him creating outfits in Ghost Recon, and he, does amazing stuff. So do check that out. Plus, it's just kind of fun to check out the game and stuff. I'll, I'm crazy for the Ghost Recon games. The MCU, to quote a wise man, is dead. Jim, there you go. Probably true. Theme Park Casual. What's going on, Theme Park Casual? Good to see you. Thank you for retweeting the show. The producer over at Street Smarts there, Mr. Kip Ellis of Mad Barber Entertainment, is in the house. Keck44, what's going on? Our fellow Turtle is here. We have Tox Fox. What's going on, Tox Fox? Matt G promoting everything. Thank you, Matt G. Matt G's going to be a promotion machine when it comes to Mandy for sure. And I appreciate that. He throws comics everywhere, all over the place. And we've got new campaigns launching. There's a pulp kind of a book launching. You're getting some fantastic fiction out there. Well, I'm going to keep promoting. I think I've got a promotion to do at some point this evening. I'm not sure what time. I'm going to slide in and do a promotion. I'm going to hang out with White Holiday. Gonna hang out with Red Gaze promoting stuff. I absolutely like to get everybody in the community involved in that because you'll get good material that isn't compromised by anything other than good story. And it's not compromised at all. What's up, Release the McCracken? Good to see you. Roger H or Raj H shoots us a Canadian $1.99 super sticker, and as always, it's the thumbs up. Absolutely. Thanks, Raj. Appreciate that, my friend. Amazing support everywhere. Raj is everywhere. And I love that. It's a lot of fun. My goodness, so many people here. Humor and Waffles is in the house. What's up? Oh yeah. I've got to check Az's video myself, so I hear you. Philip A. Demick, I want to disassociate myself with Rainbow Butt Monkey. Yeah, wow. Apparently, Uncle E had quite the story to tell. Revolving that, or involving that. this morning, so I need to go back and check that as well. I thought that was kind of funny. I've been busy since I finished the 6 minute daily, so my intent was to go and check that out right away. I just didn't get there. That's the problem. We have people making great stuff all the time right now, so it's really cool. Right now, that might be true, Keely Chow. That might be true. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Tox. What's up? Toxic Wangu of, I'm gonna say it on my channel 7 minutes in. Dick's Division. For $5 says Pastor Casino of the Church of the Everlasting Conditioning Shampoo. Well, that's true. Very true. Also, I haven't forgotten Gator Love. No. Forget Gator Love. Not happening. Not happening. Good to see you, man, and thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you so much. Your support is amazing everywhere, as usual. Last night was a lot of fun. Holy cow. Man, we had a great Thursday night throwdown. Woo. Another monster's in the house. Look at everybody. I love it. I love it. Oh, Saint Ravage is here. Hey, what's going on? Hail to you. And he says hail to everybody else. So, hey, spread it around. There you go. Yeah, Spider-Verse. Yeah, we'll see. What we got? What we got? You guys are just chatting. That's fun. I love that. Humor and waffles. Insert hair into a movie title to improve it. Go. Hmm. You have to take out a word, or just replacing a word, or just inserting a word. The scarlet hair letter. I don't know. Somebody come up with some good ones. Get it started. Get that ball rolling. That'd be interesting. Hey, what's going on, Neriam? It's so good to see you. Just listening to your stream with my mom. She is seeing a live stream like this for the first time in her life. Oh, expectations. Oh, now that's a lot of pressure on me, Neriam. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very talented artist. In demand projects and everything else going on in her world, and all the people that are affiliated with the Rogue Entertainment side of the comics, stuff, and the storytelling stuff, like Red Gaze and our friend Vinny Art. It's very, very cool. So, but let's see, we've got let's see. The Hair Strikes Back. Okay, very good, you guys. All right, fantastic. The Silence of the Hair. Well, thank you, Humor and Waffles. These are going to be fun. D Bud Martin's in the house. I didn't see you. What's going on, man? Da-da-da-da-da. Hair Day Afternoon. That's awesome. Love that one. The Hair to Menace. Absolutely. Toxic Wangu once again. Thank you, Tox, for $2. The Hair to Menace. Absolutely. Which I think we've already done. There's a few of us. Let's see. It's me and Ords and possibly Nick Weiser. We're adding some hair clout here. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Con hair. You guys are on fire. I love it. All right, well, let's get down to some stories. We've spent our 10 minutes saying hi to everybody that's rolled in, and thank you all for being here. A few of us, what's going on, Roof Korean? A few of us hung out, earlier in other places, and I appreciate. This is gonna be a fun game today, guys. Look at that. Whatever you do, keep your mother away from Cecil. Absolutely, absolutely. I wonder, is Cecil planning? I don't know how many of the comics folks are coming out to Vegas. August. That'd be kind of fun. Be cool to meet Cecil. Cecil's love. Cecil's life. And we're off, guys. Let's talk. Let's get it out of the way. Let's talk a little Black Widow. Let's talk about the week's performance. This will be a conversation because the tracking, if you caught the earlier chat, one of our friends mentioned in here what the predictions were for the weekend and whether or not Black Widow would be supplanted by Space Jam. So Jay Allman at the very, very top of the chat said Box Office Pro is forecasting a 68% drop for Black Widow in the second weekend. But there's no denying that that's probably the likely thing that will happen. And one of the things that you'll see here is, of course, the charts, because I like to use the numbers because it's easy to break down. So they've shot up for all time on the all time list for box office performance to 744 with the events of the first the first full well, let's call it a week. I guess technically not, but 6 days. I mean, I don't know. It had a Thursday preview, so let's say it a week. And it's number 744. Now, when it opened, it was number 991 of the domestic cumulative um, box office records. So it wasn't faring very well. Regardless, here you can see that the performance of the film overall is in the 4,160 theaters that it's in has fallen off a cliff. It fell 41%, as we talked about, from Friday to Saturday, and that's to be expected because that Friday was an artificially high number, and then they combined it with a $13 million preview, and there you are. But you can see this steadily decline. 41% fall down to another 25% drop. It fell 59% on Monday. It gained 8% here. That's not much though. Look at these numbers here, right? It's 1172 to 1852. So how many more people per theater came in? Hard to say. And then, of course, a 29% drop from that to $1,300 per theater. So it's interesting. Yeah. But it's still going to dominate the screens, and that's a conversation that probably needs to be had in that Black Widow going into right now is sitting in more theaters at the moment as it bumps up 115 screens to 4275, which isn't reflected here in the numbers, but I'm sure it will be. And then that's where you start to see the weirdness when you try to compare it to Space Jam, because Space Jam is only going to make it into 3,950 theaters. So there will be a couple hundred theater difference here, or nearly, nearly 300, not quite, but a couple hundred uh, theater difference here, and that can make or break some of the ability of films to make up the distance. So when you look at whether or not the film will perform or not, it comes down to how many theaters it's in. So it's quite possible, based on the things that we talked about, that Space Jam will either like barely tip forward and get ahead, or it will fall just behind Black Widow. But those numbers are going to be light. Those numbers are going to be very, very light. And here's the thing: nothing can save this movie from being something that underperforms. And of course, these are domestic numbers. I mean, we're not looking at anything broader than that at the moment. Internationally, with everything that came in, and again, we only get these numbers weekly, was 77.9 was what it came in last weekend. We'll see what happens from there. But right now, $178 million. This thing will likely click to 400, which will maybe be close to break even, but probably not. And one of the reasons that this will have difficulty breaking even, or won't break even at 400 million when it gets there, is that they marketed it twice. They used a very expensive Super Bowl ad to market this film. It didn't get released. And it was supposed to go into, the that May release of the year that just we didn't have, that disappeared because nobody did anything. So we'll have to see how that works out. Um, yeah, Space Jam does look worse than Black Widow. There's no doubt about that. What's up, Noble Arrow? Um, uh, this is a weird thing. Okay, I like that for a second. Not sure why that's there. Uh, oh, yeah. By the way, I am going to Vegas, just to answer that question. But this film, I think it's going to fade fast. I think everybody who wanted to see this film has seen it. I'm not sure if you all agree. I think I've said that more than a few times. Yeah, it will drop again. It will drop again. And I think everybody who bought it on Premier Access, that's likely it. I mean, we'll have to see if they come out and say they earned another $60 million in Premier Access, because once you buy the film, you can invite your friends or family to use your account on Disney Plus so that they can watch it, right? So that's the other problem Disney's running into with that. People know Space Jam exists, asked Salurian in Makara. I don't think so. I think it's a very well kept secret at this point, even though I think they probably would want people to know. Um, it'll be out there, but I find it interesting because the media is always going to try to prop up, these films, and I don't understand. I mean, and then you started to see Variety actually try to advertise Space Jam via Black Widow. You saw a few articles and tweets and things like that pop up everywhere. So it's hard to say. Um, Indiana Jones and the Last Hair. Thank you for that. You guys are on fire with these hair things. They're so great. Vertical Horizons, I agree with you 1000%. The Space Jam's title is Space Jam: A New Legacy. Well, not really. Not really at all. What's up, Hologram Nunchuck? Good to see you. You guys are great. We got the Count of Hair de Cristo. Oh my god, you guys. Hmm, man, I'm trying to get through all these things. It doesn't have strong competition from Space Jam. That's correct, Ironcaster, which is why it may slightly edge out Space Jam. And again, it may come down to the numbers of theaters it's in. Um, they are hanging on to the dominant theater count, but it will give way next weekend. Once we get through this weekend, it'll start to slide, and then it'll give way, and they'll be getting ready for opening of Jungle Cruise, and then that'll be the film they talk about, and we'll go from there. We may or may not see direct comparisons between films in that way, but anything that goes to Premiere Access now, people will be clamoring for the numbers, and Disney was going to have to provide them. We'll have to see how that goes. Darius Munchausen throws us his super sticker, his traditional box of popcorn. Thank you for that, Darius. I appreciate you very much and all your support. Toxic Mangu for $2 says Hairlander 2, The Conditioning. That's fantastic. You guys, I love it. Great game, Humor and Waffles. Thank you for this, my friend. Appreciate that. But like I said, and here's the thing. I mean, the show continues. And they also tip their hat a direction that they don't realize they're tipping it. This is one of the articles that I came across that would suggest this. Black Widow proves Disney shouldn't abandon Premier Access yet. Okay, let's reread that with a question. Was Disney considering abandoning Premier Access? Hmm. That's what this story would invite me to ask. It's a question that if I were in a room with Chris Agar, who wrote this article for Screen Rant, I would be like, or were you aware that they were considering canceling or abandoning Premier Access? Is that information you could have reported on? Don't know. But they're saying that its box office performance proves Disney shouldn't give up on Premier Access model just yet. Oh, he's couching it differently than the headline. I'm still going to ask the same question. After numerous delays caused by, obviously, the global crisis, the long awaited Black Widow finally released. Disney opted for a hybrid strategy, debuting the film in two places, and it broke the global crisis box office records, bringing in 80 million at the US box office over the first 3 days. That's not really that strong, but I mean, I guess, if that's how you want to couch it, in because you're still couching everything as the box office is recovering, it's recovering, it's recovering, and I think you're not going to get a whole lot more recovery, especially when the industry is telling you that you're not going to see those numbers return until 2024. Those people actually kind of do math and think about things deeply. So, when Disney shared Black Widow's box office numbers, the studio also noted the film earned 60 million in sales. And we've been talking about this for days. And they only did it for one reason, in my opinion, and that was to get the artificial bump. And they are also having they make note, I should say, of the fact that two Marvel movies are already scheduled for this year, which is the Shang-Chi and the Eternals. Um, Wait a minute, this is different information than I had. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, and the Eternals are currently planned to be theatrical exclusives. Um, hmm. I guess we'll have to see. That's different than what I was led to believe and from other articles. So this is confusing. Hmm. But the film had a $200 million production budget and a very expensive marketing campaign to recoup. Yeah, to recoup, absolutely. It had two marketing campaigns to recoup. It's not gonna. This thing breaks even. We'll have to see. But anyway, this thing goes on. It doesn't quite, draw upon the question or even the headline that it tries to convey. Um, I wasn't aware that they were planning to abandon it, so I thought this was interesting to bring out because I don't know. Had you guys heard they were getting ready to get rid of it? It would have made business sense. I mean, if it wasn't generating revenue, but at the same time, the revenue they generate there, it doesn't go through the box office hands. It doesn't go through everybody else's hands. It goes right to them. So maybe that's a good thing. Well, anyway, I'm curious what you guys think. Theaters where I am just opened as of today. The Islington Girl. Good to see you. But at least they're back. Excellent. So that'll contribute to the North American numbers. And it might also represent the 115 screen bump or theater bump that Black Widow just got, right? Um, let's see. The cult of Sobek rises with alligator Loki. Okay. Oh, you guys are still on fire. The hair from another world. Mars needs hair. Well, that might be true. Um, it's, Homesick. Why are you homesick? Hmm. Okay. Let's see who else is in the house. Mirrorsphere. What's up, my friend? Yeah, I completely forgot that Black Widow was a Super Bowl commercial a long time ago. Yeah. They have dumped so much money into the promotion of this film, and the budget exceeded $200 million. They're not saying by how much, but it's one of the most expensive ones they've made, and it's one of the most expensive advertising campaigns. So we'll have to see. Oh no, Nir's like, I'm ready to get stoned, but I really did enjoy the movie. We kind of agreed that for the type of movie it was supposed to be, it was too lighthearted and fun forced. But I did enjoy it at some point. Well, that's excellent. Good to hear. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. It's going to go. It's going to fade in. I think it's going to fade out. No repeat viewers for BW. Well, not unless you bought it on Premier Access. And again, this is why the Nielsen numbers are only useful when something breaks the week it breaks, because when you see that stuff happen and there's millions of minutes, or in some cases billions of minutes, for like example, the thing I talked about on the 6 Minute Daily was Luca. It's useful for that period of time. To break that down. But after that, how many of those are the following week? How many of those views are repeat viewings? Or is that a new set of eyeballs or no? So that's where you start to bump into that, right? I mean, and I guess it's okay. I mean, that shows the popularity of something, but the overall minutes. But I don't know. Cult followings do make things happen, right? They really do. What's up, Scotty? Good to see you. Planet of the Hair. Awesome. Um, Red Guardian had performance problems. Well, um, I there are so many easy jokes there, scapegoat, but I'm not gonna do it. I think David Harbour. That's right. Yeah, David Harbour should stop talking. I think he would serve his roles better. We've got 63 of you in the chat, guys. Thank you for being there. I appreciate it, and all of your support. You're awesome. Appreciate you. E. Clay Thomason has popped in. We've got Nikki D here. Let's see. Event Horizon, yeah. I know you didn't work hard for that one. Let's see. Who did I miss? Yeah, I don't want to yuck your yum. I really don't. If you like it, I want you to like it. I know Tina, one of my favorite people, Tina Bojan. She actually likes Loki, beginning to end, front and back. Staunch supporter of it. So I think that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, this is great news. Ontario theaters are opening this weekend. See, some people are getting back to normal, and yet LA County, anyways, having people mask back up. Not like immediately, but starting soon. Weird stuff. What's up, Punk Tracy? Good to see you. I'm thinking about going to see Jungle Cruise in a theater. Well, I will be there. That's one I have an ability to see. So, uh, any Space Jam with with LeBron James or LaChina James can go to heck. Yes, I agree with that statement. It is. It. I don't know how that's going to work out, guys. Do you guys have any hopes, positive feelings about Space Jam? I don't. I don't at all. Did I miss anybody? I think I did. Yeah, I know. American Hair in London. Thank you, Saint Ravage. I like that one. I saw Rajesh Taylor in here. Rajesh. Da-da-da. Oh, they should have gotten Charles Barkley or Shaq. How about both of them to do Space Jam too? That'd have been awesome against the Monster or whoever. At least it would have had at least it would have had a basketball player people actually like. Yeah, but how about both of them? Why not both? That's the one I would use that meme. Well, why not both? And thank you again for the super sticker. The Islington girl, you are wonderful. And by the way, the Islington girl's a member. I saw the little symbol. It reminded me of this. Tomorrow's the member stream. For me, it's early in the morning. For the folks across the pond, it's middle of the day. So hopefully we'll see more of you there. I'm pretty excited about that. So it is 8 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning. We'll probably do an hour and a half or so, maybe two the most. I will not be having a gaming stream tomorrow unless I do an impromptu one in the later part of the afternoon. So, and I think, let's see who else. Oh, here we go. There's Rajesh. Star Trek 3, The Search for Hair. Also a biography. Well, nice, dude. That's awesome. What's up, Brightest Day? I said nice things about you. Don't tell anybody. Darius? Montana says no. Don't. No means no. Darius. No means no. Um, just another entry. Yeah. Space Jam with La China is hell. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Matchy. The recovery will be an everlasting excuse to cover flops and failures. Of course, everything is built in. The corporations can live off that for probably another year, and then those chickens will come home to roost. Really well, really well. But that's a smart. That's a smart thing. Let's see. This is weird because I'm seeing concurrent stories about people abandoning Disney Plus. Well, they are. There's a lot of them. That's called churn, and there's actually a pretty good breakdown of how AT&T has slowed the churn for their products. Obviously, AT&T now, AT&T like DirecTV, and they still have Uverse or whatever they call it. So yeah, so they've slowed their churn to about 1.7%, which is pretty good. It would be better to be a lower number, but they still lost 700,000 subscribers last quarter. That's a lot. Imagine what happens at Disney, and they're replacing the subscribers they lose here in the United States with gimmicky subscribers or international subscribers, where their ARPU, and I know I keep harping on that, is lower, and that's not good. Uh, this is a digital article. You should not believe anything written there. Maybe they altered it. Absolutely. And that happens all the time. Yeah, stealth edits and stuff like that. You're starting to see that get called out. There is a website out there in the universe, and I didn't. It's somewhere. I've got it someplace. I put it in someplace. Anyway, that allows you to compare a story to another story in real time, what it used to be versus what it is now. When it was, you know, sometimes you have articles that have a write through. When they say that, be very skeptical about your reading because that means that article changed multiple times. Updated, that article's been changed. Those all those terms, it's not great. So, hey, Sporkin News Podcast sends me $5. Thanks, Scotty. Says Kolsky is my IT guy. Well, I try to be, and I think I sent you the updated thing that even included Mad Knucklehead for your credits. Let's see. I think. Let's see. Other people showed up. Our friend Mr. Captain Trek is in the house saying hello to Mr. Shirt. So hello to that. I'd have watched 6 episodes of Alligator Loki raising heck and biting off faces. Beats what we got. Well, I was afraid of that. So I think I saw. There we go. Hey there, your Muslim uncle. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Um, let's see. We've got. Man, I've been rolling around all over the place. Need a third party to monitor and report the box office earnings of streaming companies. Yes, I really do. And that's what Roku's been working towards, combined with the data they get from Nielsen. So we'll get some transparency at some point. Hologram Numchuck, we really will, because especially if these streaming services need to sell advertising, those numbers are going to get out. So because they're going to have to sell some of their you're going to see split streaming services like Hulu, like what Peacock does, like what Discovery's very successful at doing. They earn more money from their subscriber tier that actually has ads than they do from the one that doesn't have ads. So you will see more people go that direction. Disney's actually, this is funny. I brought this up months ago, and then Clownfish TV brought it up recently in the last like week, talking about the fact that Disney's actually removing television distribution of channels internationally to force people to migrate over to Disney Plus. Kind of weird. Wonder why. E. Clay Thomason says, "How long till Culture reads this? Place your bets." Well, let's see. What is that? 12 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes? I don't know. Who knows? Somebody do math. What's up, Terminus? Um, Humor and waffles. David Harbour can take a long walk off a short Berlin Wall. Well, there you go. I don't think there's one piece of the wall left, is there? I don't even know anymore. I thought we celebrated the toppling of the last piece, if I remember right. It was a long time ago. Yeah, LA. Yeah. I miss California weather too. I hear you. I do. California weather is incredible. Yeah, he is. Hologram Nunchuck. LeBron is insufferable. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Almost died of shock when I walked into a restaurant today and the waitress said, "Just sit anywhere." No, I know. I love that. I love that. Oh, I know, Scotty. We got the best chat. Best chat. I'm so grateful to all of you for being here. All 68 of you. And we are definitely going to hear conversations around Space Jam: A New Legacy. We're going to hear conversations around obviously Black Widow, and we're going to hear conversations about Loki. But the thing that hit us the most, the fastest yesterday, or maybe had the greatest impact on just me, was this news. Antonio Banderas joins Indiana Jones 5. Well, I think Midnight's Edge has done a decent job on this. Obviously, they did a great job on it in the later part of the day yesterday in their live stream. And it has been talked about at length in the morning over there on Midnight's Edge in the morning this morning on their Friday Fun Day. It was a lot of fun, yeah, featuring I can't do it. Wait. Har. Mmm. right? There we go. She was up there on the screen with him, and they had that was brilliant. I love that conversation. But there is a good question here. Usually, casting is decided well in advance, so this could be one of two things. He was already cast in the role, but they're bringing it forward to try to get some good press because this production's had a lot of difficulty along the way. Wouldn't surprise me. Or the second reason would be the injury to Harrison Ford required Antonio Banderas to show up. Now, his level of involvement may have changed, it may have been scaled. And you have to consider this. James Mangold has already worked through this script more than once from reports. And he may have he may be actively doing it now. So we'll have to see. But from the story, it's just basically saying Banderas will be joining Harrison Ford, who returns as the titular protagonist, along with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Mads Mikkelsen, Boyd Holbrook, Shawnette Renee Wilson, and Thomas Kretschmann. Kretschmann. There we go. The upcoming adventure film, which began shooting at Pinewood Studios near London in June, marks the first Indiana Jones movie to be produced under the Disney banner. It's also going to be the last, probably. While plot details about who Banderas is playing and what new adventure Indy will be facing, the film is currently slated to release in theaters on July 29th, 2022. So basically, the same slot that Jungle Cruise is in, the end of July. So they say a lot of glowing things about James Mangold. I'm reserving judgment on some of that because I have some difficulty with some of the praise things that people heap upon him. But anyway, Steven Spielberg, this is interesting, who directed the first four installments, will stay involved with various elements of the project. And you know what? I have to say thank you to Stephanie for keep reinforcing this because Stephanie is one of the people who is interested in this film. I'm interested in this film. My biggest concern is this person, but maybe this person will keep them in check. We'll have to see. This is the best news ever, and with Mr. John Williams being there, I have a feeling that it will feel to some extent like a good film. Because you can't beat him. His soundtracks and everything else, his scores, whatever you want to call them, he's it's amazing. And John Williams says this will be his last film. So there you go. They say some nice things about our friend Antonio Banderas for a good reason. He's awesome. And talking about the films that he's been in, and of course, he earned an Oscar nomination for Pain and Glory. So there you go. Um, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he was cast originally, and they had to reveal that he was in the cast before they wanted to in order to build hype? Do you think that possibly he was inserted sooner than they anticipated, and they knew that his name was going to hit the call sheet, so they had to release it that way, or because of that, because they need him to do more stuff because Harrison Ford can't. I think Tom Tom might be onto something with that, to be honest with you. Or do you think that this was planned the entire time, and it's hard to say. Emily Blunt, I could maybe watch Jungle Cruise. Yeah, I think a lot of people could. She's pretty good. I like her a lot. Only really looking forward to the Kingsman later this year. Going to be great. Matt Vaughn, I'm so excited. Dude did a really good job with the first film. Second film had some issues that I had some issues with, but this third film looks amazing. Amazing, right? Gug Fugel, thanks. I resemble that remark. What's going on, Gug? Gug Fugel. Let's see. I'll check out the member stream. I should be up by 11 a.m. Awesome, the Islington girl. Excellent. Excellent. Olivia, and you could always be in the chat, but it would be lovely to see you again. I only get to see you. It's kind of the coolest thing. The member streams are like the opportunity for me to spend time and see you and hang out with you guys. I think it's awesome. Hopefully, you guys, as many of you that are members as can possibly attend, it'd be great. Of course, I only have room for 10 people at a time on the screen, so it only leaves room for 9 guests, but I think we'll have a good time. And we can talk about this stuff directly. It makes it a little easier for communication. Kung Pao, Enter the Hair. Hair of Wax. Ooh, doesn't sound great. Um, Hair on Haunted Hill. You guys are on fire. Thank you so much. Oh boy, please tell me I didn't miss any super chats. 'Cause this thing jumped 17 miles on me. Ah, there's Nina. Yeah, I don't hate it either. I love Antonio Banderas. He's so awesome. So awesome. So fine, says Lorena Creole. Yeah, there you go. They should cancel this movie already. I don't trust them to do it justice. They should leave it alone. I don't know. I don't know. And if some of the rumors actually come true, I mean, these are early rumors. You know, it's going to be like reminiscent of Family in Space from FS9, and I'm worried. I just don't want that to be the case. We'll have to see. Uh, oh, we're going to hear conversation about Indy and the hunt for relevance. Yes, your Muslim uncle, absolutely, my friend. Oh my gosh. Mask of Indy. Uh, Maybe he's playing the villain. I don't know. The villain, I think, was firmly established as Mads Mikkelsen, but he could be the person that betrays Indy, or vice versa, something like that. That hasn't that shoe hasn't dropped yet, So we'll find out. What's up, Biggs? Good to see you, buddy. Biggles, man. James Mangold's overrated. He made the Silver Samurai a robot and took the old man Logan story and made it boring. Well, a lot of people like that film. I wasn't one of them. Let's just put it that way. What's this Indy 5 you speak of? Isn't Indiana Jones a trilogy? Asked Dexy Doodle. Yeah. Indiana Jones is a trilogy. A good one. What's going on, Commander Ed Straker? Shadow says, Culture Casino, production and decay of strange hairdos. That sounds like a documentary I would do, right? Raiders of the Lost Hair. Bum, 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 bum. Guitar case rocket launcher is what's needed. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my goodness. Desperado or the other one. Oh, I always forget the name of it. They're so fun. Uh Depp's in that, right? And he plays like just a kooky bananas like CIA guy, if I remember right. It's pretty that one's pretty weird. But yeah, I think that sounds cool. What's up, Finite? Finite, I say it now. No hair for old men. Rajesh. Uh, yeah, John Williams is a coup. He's the last guy though. It's his last film. It's his last film. What's up, Angry Vader? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Mask of Zorro is an amazing film. I love those Zorro films. He's very good at it. Desperado, not the same Desperado. I'm excited for this, to be honest with you. Ferris Bueller's Hair Off. Wow, you guys. See, a lot of people have the positive reaction, and so did I. I'm like, well, this could be good. He could be the stand-in physical guy because obviously Harrison's not going to be doing it. Oh, amazing news beyond that! I didn't even get to the juiciest part, guys. They're going to be mapping Indy's face onto the lookalike that they're using right now for him. Yeah, well, I don't know, Lurian. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that, whether or not the Banderas is a rewrite or not. I guess we will find out. It would be helpful to have seen call sheets ahead of time, but they're getting real good at hiding stuff. Puss in Boots from Shrek. Yes, he was very good. Oh, yes. Puss in Boots. So good. Released the McCracken, thinks they inserted him new part. And like I said, Emily is beautiful, by the way. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Hair. Fantastic, Darius. Let's see. Got a lot of you guys in the chat coming up with stuff. Dega Outlaws here. What's up, Dega? Good to see you, buddy. When Indy 5 releases, I will watch Crystal Skull that day. Wow. Okay, Vertical Horizons. You think that's going to be a better film? Obviously. Ugh, it's not good. It's not difficult for me to even want to talk about indie while KK is attached. Yeah, I know. I know. Uh, Humor and Wassel says Emily Blunt is very likable, but she comes off too much as strong whammon in the trailers. Actually, that's the whole point. Um, so if I'm gonna moonwalk back in time, go back into the late '80s, early '90s, and point you at a film called Romancing the Stone. Fantastic film. Man versus woman versus the situation. Beautifully done. They even almost repeated it with The Jewel of the Nile. A lot of people prefer that film. I think it has more failings. Just my opinion. But that kind of thing can be very funny and work really well. I have seen clips of Jungle Cruise, like beyond what the trailers have shown and stuff like that. It works. To what extent it goes beyond that, hard to say. But I do have the opportunity to see the movie in theaters. I will probably take advantage of it. So I get to see it. Yeah, we'll see. I was threatened in a barbershop with a hair gun. I fought back with a comb. Thank you, Escapegoat. Hair on the River Kwai. Well, I don't know. I've got pretty strong hair, but I wouldn't try driving like vehicles and stuff over it. Plus, doesn't it get blown up? Doesn't sound good. You guys are awesome. Live free or die hair. Darius Munchausen. Woo! Yeah, the trilogy ended with the boys riding off into the sunset back in '89. Absolutely. One of the best endings to a trilogy ever. El Mariachi. Yeah, that's the original film. But the second film, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, was that the am I misremembering? Wasn't that the title of the sequel to Desperado? Hmm. Ah, thank you. Like your fan already had it. Galactic Dude. Galactic Dude. I love that. That's gonna be good. That's a new name that's gonna be fun to say. It's woke Hollywood. Antonio Banderas' character is going to be Indiana Jones' secret gay lover. I wouldn't put anything past anybody at this point, so who knows? Hey, Cast in the Shadows. Good to see you there, Mando Mark. Bill and Ted's Excellent Hair Venture, says Gugfugel. It's also pretty cool. Depp was in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, says Fuel the Hatred. Good to see you, Fuel. Hope to see you Sunday, brother. See you, my man. Um, let's see. Yeah, he did. He looked really, really good. Yeah, and he's got really thick hair. I have thick hair. Dude has really thick hair. I'm so jealous. Not a lot of people make me jealous. That dude makes me jealous. The Good, the Bad, and the Hairy. Thank you, the Islington girl. Banderas and Hopkins are my first and third favorite Zorros. Yeah, those are pretty good. I still have this place in my heart. If you guys have never seen Zorro the Gay Blade with Hamilton George Hamilton, you know, it's yeah, I enjoyed that. That is goofy fun. It's a lot of fun. Sam Elliott is far more physical than Harrison Ford. I'm just saying. That's true. Plus, he's got one of those voices be like amazing. Uh, CGI Anna Jones. Yes, that's what it's going to be, guys. Mapped face. Mapped face. Lorena needs. Oh, I don't know. I'm surprised Lorena doesn't have a wrench. One of my favorite people in the entire world. Boom. Now Lorena has a wrench. I'm surprised she didn't have a wrench. Bad host. Bad casino. Yeah, she needs it because she should be promoting her channel and all of her awesomeness. She should be. Yeah, Lethal Lightning. That interview is over on Lorena's channel. Do check that out. Please and thank you, Maggie. You didn't have to send a super chat for that. But anyway, do check that out. He kept it pretty clean from all accounts. I haven't had a chance to finish it. Lorena, You're awesome. I love the way she does interviews. She's gonna interview me one day. We just haven't worked it out. Actually we just have more fun together, just hanging out. I'm excited. I'm excited for some stuff we've got coming up. Plus, we had a lot of fun on the theme park planning stream that we did over on her channel. If you guys haven't seen that, that was great. We did that last Saturday. It was really good. I think we agreed we're going to try to do that about once a month or so, maybe a little more often. Let's see. Romancing the Hair. That's right, Saint Ravage. That's true. Yeah, a lot of people loved Romancing the Stones. There you go. Is Cast in the Shadows not a wrench? He is. Yeah. Romancing Stone was one of my favorites when I was a kid. Yeah, it didn't matter boy or girl. I mean, it was a rom com adventure, kind of, um, and it was man versus woman versus environment, kind of. It's hard to describe. It was really weird, really well done. Turner and Douglas are really good in the third season of the Kaminsky Method. I have not watched that. Liger fan. I need to. My one of my family members has recommended the show, so I will be taking a look at that. Let's see. Um, Publicity. What? Lorena's awesome. I love Lorena. And Nina's here too. Where's Nina? Nina's going to do some happy stuff today. Nina does happy stuff. Agreed. I love riding off in the sunset for Indy. Everybody does. Oh my gosh. Liger fan nailed it. Dyed Hair 3. Dyed hair with a vengeance. Rashesh, Beavis, and Butt Hair? Really? Oh my. Yeah, good point about romance. It's a strong-willed woman, a man-woman dynamic is a staple of some great films. Sad that this woke era has corrupted that. We don't know. Again, every clip that I've seen, I've seen a number of minutes of these things. I don't get that feeling at all. But I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. I know I have something else to cover. Oh, this will be a point of conversation because obviously it's come to an end. For those of you who are concerned about spoilers, the next thing I'm going to cover is about the end of Loki. If you haven't seen the end of Loki and you care to not know anything about the end of the episode, then this would be your cue to put your fingers in your ears for probably the next 15 minutes or so. We'll continue on with the rest of what's in the conversation about Antonio Banderas and Indy 5, and then I will get started on the article. This is fair warning a few minutes ahead of time, guys. If it's Antonio, it doesn't matter. He was already a gay lover in Philadelphia. Absolutely. God, think about all the amazing roles he's played. He was Armand, I believe, in Interview with a Vampire, right? God dang, it's awesome. Once Upon a Time in Mexico is the third one, second to Desperado. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, absolutely. But I mean, essentially, don't don't you feel like Desperado was the remake of El Mariachi to a certain extent? And then we ended up with Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I could be wrong, but Once Upon a Time in Mexico is excellent. I have all the films. In fact, I think you can find a conversation that Paulie and I had about El Mariachi not that long ago. That's a great film. Made that for like less than 10 G's, I think, or something. It was just like no budget for that film. It was incredible. Ah, yes, Zorro the Gay Blade. Okay, so I got to this part. Yeah, Zorro the Gay Blade is hilarious. Yes, Don Diego de la Vega and Bunny Wigglesworth. Yes, my God, so good. The character actors in that film alone slay me every time. Let's see what we got. CGI Indy will look like the baby in Twilight Breaking Dawn. Yes, it's going to be bad. You are wrenched, lady. You are. You should have been a long time ago. You should have said something to me. Anyway, I love you. History of the Hair, Part 1. Yes, absolutely. Uh, yeah, you get paid only in passing gratitude. You work 24/7. But the health benefits are nice, yeah. To blow off steam, and you get to banish your fellow man if they misbehave. Ooh. Ooh. Uh, Fromancing the dome. The John back. Good to see you. Hey, Low Spec's in the house. What's up, Low Spec? Okay, I'm getting caught up, guys. Oh, Crazy Eyed Jedi's here. What's up, Crazy Eyed Jedi? Good to see you. Hair was a play in '67 and a movie in '79. Yeah, and they redid it again with Travolta. Somebody give me. It's less than 2 decades ago with Travolta. Yeah. The League of Extraordinary Hair. Thank you. Now, my hair's not as good today. I needed to put a brush through it. Hey, there's Stephanie. I said nice things about you and your love of indie and the fact that you are keeping a lot of people on the course here, you know, and not being too like ageist. Although I don't think I'm ageist. You have to point out it is what it is. There's Becky. Hi, Becky. Good to see you, sweetheart. Um, let's see. We're getting there, guys. I'm catching up. If you put a super chat in and I missed it, I'll need to know because I'll have to go back in the thing and find it. There's an Argentina connection in Indy 5. Aha! Thank you, Steph. By the way, guys, Stephanie Janicek's Smuggler's Cantina. Check her out. She's awesome. She's awesome. Love her, love her, love her. Honey, I Shrunk the Hair. No. This is dedicated to Mad Mardigan, the adventures of Baron Munchausen's hair. You know, how can you get through life not having seen the adventures of Baron Munchausen? How can you not do that? De la Biga. De la Biga. All right. Mr. Trek. Yeah, getting caught up? Never. That's right. You guys are awesome. Oh no, the girl with the hairy tattoo? That sounds not great. Nah, I love you, kid. Yeah, actually, that makes more sense. You know what? See, you're working together there. You got Steph and Lagerfan working together, so that would make sense. Would make sense. I love your jokes, Darius. Which one did you have? Did I miss them? The problem is things skip on me, guys. I'm not. It's not willful. Oh, is Valiant in the house? Yeah, Valiant made it to 1,000. Valiant's awesome. He just needs watch hours now, which means live streaming, dude. So I'll be happy to join you. That'll be fun. I do like your jokes. Of course, Indy and the Yahtzees. Argentina makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Yep. That's all we had to do. We all live in a hair submarine. No? No. I do have an age as an excuse. That's true. Miami hair connection. That's right. Robin hair. I have not been ignoring your chat. I love you, dude. That 70s rock fan. I love you, man. No, I appreciate you, dude. I've seen you everywhere. I've been all over the place today. I even said it, I think, as we did the intro today. It was good to see it. I said hi to you in the morning at the 6-minute daily. Goodness, guys. Goodness. Oh, that's pretty cool. The stream's buffering? Is the stream buffering? Oh, no, share the stream. Okay, I was freaking. What's up, Scott? Jennings of Dick's Division is in the house. The Dick's Division is assembling. Good to see you all. Thank you. The 36th Chamber of Shaolin Hair. Hair apocalypse now. Thank you, good Fugle. All right. Sufficient time for everybody to escape before I do this, because I'm going to throw out an article that quotes the director about some stuff you may not want to know about the end of Loki. So, for about the next 5 to 10 minutes, that will be the subject of conversation. Hopefully, you elect to just plug your ears or mute until I wave at you. And I will. That's what I'm going to do. When I'm done, I'm going to wave. Okay? There we go. And away we go. Loki Season 1 finale, postmortem. Director and executive producer Kate Herron on whether he who remains is really Immortus. Warning. For those who truly haven't watched the season finale of Loki on Disney Plus, which dropped on Wednesday, this interview contains spoilers. At least they tell you that. Oh, wait. Hey, Atlantean, thank you for the $10 super chat, buddy. Are you back up and running yet? Because I miss doing the stream of consciousness on Mondays. So come back quick, my man. Miss hanging out with you. But thank you for the $10, brother. It's good to see you. And it's not obligatory. Hopefully, I'll see you at the member stream tomorrow morning. It's pretty. It's like 11 o'clock your time, unless you're working. You're working that day. All right, back to the story. Here we go. When it comes to the season finales of its highly anticipated Marvel and Star Wars series, Disney typically shows off the show's brass from talk. Oh wait, holds off the show's brass from talking for a few days, so that there aren't a flood of spoilers out there. We finally caught up with Loki EP and director Kate Herron this morning, and as we first told you, she won't be back at the helm for season 2. That's right. They had a story right before this one that says she's not coming back. So if they have a season 2, not her. She's not directing. She's not the EP. She's very clear about that. She says, "I am not returning." She told Deadline, I always planned to just be on for this. And to be honest, season 2 wasn't in the. Whoops. That's something that just came out. And so I'm excited. I'm really happy to watch it as a fan next season. So there you go. So in other words, this wasn't planned for a second season. It never was. So adding a second season, opportunistic, maybe it saw a chance to do something. We'll see. Anyway, back to the story. They all know that Jonathan Majors is playing Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And fans were quick to point out that Kang is a variant of He Who Remains, Majors' character in the finale. But is Majors' character, He Who Remains, really Immortus? Is Majors partially Kang in the season finale? Kate Herron says Kang is the variant, but he's also not technically Immortus. It's a bit like Sylvie, right? She's a unique character in relation to our story. He Who Remains is in the comics, but the version in our show was very different. He's closer to Immortus, but he's a unique character for our story. But Kang is a variant of that character. So there you go. Solves a lot of people's questions. And if you didn't want to know that, I'm sorry. But I don't know. What do you guys think, or do you care? Did anybody watch any of this? He Who Remains, or the Man at the End of Time, wouldn't have really mattered, because essentially, and this is has been the case, Kang and Immortus and all of that are the same. Yeah. So, but we'll continue on with your thoughts. And I'm going to wave now. I'm going to wave now to let you know, if you muted, that we're beyond the spoiler part. Immortus. No, Immortus. Immortus. I need to convey my T's better. So there you go. Looking at watching count and like no one left. Oh, okay, good. All right, very good. He is not, but I don't understand how this one ended up being the one who survived and built the TV. I don't either. They doesn't follow the comic books. It's a conversation I had with my mom. I'm like, going into this, I'm like, this is going to, not be consistent, and a lot of people are going to hate that, but it is what it is. Yeah, you're working. Atlantean's working. I guarantee you he's working, not woken. Guarantee you that. You're muting your wife. Don't mute your wife. All right, what do we got here? But Klobby talks it up all the time. I don't know. You guys are having a private conversation. I don't know. So I'm like 5 minutes behind or so, but Argentina is where they say they all ran off to. That's true. You guys are so funny. While I finish reading the article, I will shave my head. Sorry, Noble Arrow. Clay Thomason. I am he who doesn't care. There's a lot of those out there, my friend. It's it's a shame too because this is the one character in the one show I thought could be good, be very good. And Louvriani Macaro says, "Can't imagine snoozing through another season of this Trek." Um, I didn't. Didn't have to. I wasn't gonna anyway. Or she didn't do a good enough job to be brought back like the directors of Captain Marvel. Well, there you go. They brought in Patty Jenkins for the Marvels. Their side, they're putting putting baby in a corner in in Captain Marvel too. Uh, it is what it is. Let's see. Hair who remains says scapegoat. That's right. Hair who remains. Yeah. I mean, they're all Kangs, right? I mean, there's variants. Dexy Doodle. I'm confused, but I don't care. There's a growing list of humans that fall in that category now. Nobler, I'm here only for entertainment. Never watched, not planning on watching anything Marvel. Superheroes are stupid. A lot of people don't. Or a lot of people have even fallen off the bandwagon that used to like 'em. They call it fatigue, superhero fatigue. And I think it's rising. I mean, I think, Doomcock talks about that all the time. I mean, everybody has been, I mean, the Midnight's Edge crew, you have to have good stuff, you know. It doesn't matter necessarily if it's superheroes, but you have to make good stuff. I hope he's Immortus and he does a movie with Captain Marvel. Avengers 200, the movie for the win. Oh no. See you later. I appreciate you, Talks. Love you, man. Appreciate all your support, brother. Hologram Nunchuck said, I didn't watch Loki. MCU ended with Endgame. Yes, it did. I'm done. I mean, and now I'm extra done. I mean, you can stick a fork in my interest in almost every other thing Marvel. Black Widow didn't rebound anything that I would consider interest, unfortunately. I'm grateful that I didn't spend years getting invested in these Marvel characters. You know what? There are a lot of people that did, and slowly their interest is going to wane because the stories are gone. Stop telling the stories. Yeah, I did. Give it a wave. Give it a wave. Give it a wave now. Give it a wave. Get a. I don't sound like Sidicus. Did I say his name right? I don't know how to say that name. That's what it is. Shellbox says, I watched Loki. I think it got better as it went along. Um, I have heard people say that. Hard to say. Oh, wow. The Yahtzees ran away to Argentina, the Antarctic, and the moon. Hmm. Pigs in space. Anyway. Cold Era says, The Men Who Stare at Hair. That's right. The Men Who Stare at Goats is based on a true story. It's kind of an interesting film. Kind of funny. I'm weird. Cannonball Hair, says Saint Ravage. Oh, hair, where art thou? Ah, Clooney. Back to back Clooney there. Oh, Darius, this is perfect. Follicle, and Woolly Soldier. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm still shocked they didn't call it the Marvel G family. I don't know. A typical culture show. Locks, stocks, and smoking bar bills. That's true. Oh, wait till Vegas, my friends. I'm so excited. What's up, Mike Beats Dix is here. Another Dix supporter right there. We got Vagguard in the house. We're doing good today. Good. The best of both haircuts. There you go. I really don't think it's fatigue so much as they keep hiring crappy, untested writers. Yes, they're easier to work with, manipulate, change. You know, and then Feige, all he has to do is take his little ball peen tap hammer when the metal's still hot and kind of shape it, and then they get what they are looking for, which isn't a good story, which is counterintuitive. Terminator, no hair for old men. And I think maybe Rajesh beat you to that one, but it's good to see him, man. Let's see. Um, Avengers 200. Then the next movie is Avengers Annual 10. Have you noticed how badly things went. It's like they get 4 books out that's supposed to be a much longer run, and then they reboot again. It's been happening for a while. So I haven't been into books in a long time, though. I didn't realize at first why it started to bother me. I mean, you just kind of fall out of love or with what's happening in the medium. It's quite possible. Stories aren't interesting to you. It's also true. But I don't know what happened. Ah, Dexy Doodle is giving us information. I mean, my husband has no hair on his head. It's migrated down to his shoulders and back. Well, there you go. You see, he doesn't have to wear a sweater. Hercules in New York. There you go. Animal hair. Some dues are more equal than others. That's right. Animal hair. So the animal farm. That's brilliant. Darius. Fantastic barbers and where to find them. Regardless of how good films are, certain types fall off around the 10, 11 year mark. I think that's also true. You know what, Atlantean? Yeah, because the trends only last for so long. That's a conversation I think that needs to be had. There are other people who make that point in different ways for different things, but when it comes to film and television, it's true. I mean, think about it. How long have we had procedurals now, like NCIS and stuff like that? I mean, we're going on over 2 decades, more than that, right? Interesting. I'm Bat Hair Bud instead of Air Bud. You guys are on it. Loki, Star Wars, Star Trek. What will they negate next? Well, funny you should mention. There's a lot of things that are in the hopper that are going to get taken down, like Willow and some other stuff like that. I think there is somebody is like in the process right now of reworking the Wizard of Oz again. Inner Earth, yeah, I can't forget Inner Earth. It's kind of hot down there. Vegas is good times, absolutely. Hairplane, there you go. What a great film. Airplane is another one of those. Just watch. It's really good. Yeah, Hair America. Oh yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba, Man, I have Indy in my head now. I'm bummed. Don't wreck Indy, please. There is going to be political talk throughout the weekend, guys. I'm not going to do it here, but there's going to be a lot of it. A lot of things came to light in the last couple of days in a couple of different states that a lot of people are unhappy about. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, Clobberin. Dude, good to see you. There's somebody I know celebrated a milestone. Anyway, the last episode of Loki showed us that Kang will be yet another quippy, snarky clown of an MCU baddie. Kevin Feige is overrated. That's a strong statement, but also very accurate. I tend to agree with you. I don't know what happened. He took what Jean Favreau had started to put together and do excellent things with, and kind of headed down the right path for quite some time, and then decided that nah, we're going to turn this boat around and do something that's going to follow and mimic what the comic industry did. It's a good point, Clobberin. Good to see you, buddy. If I recall correctly, they rebooted Captain Marvel 8 times since Kelly Sue DeConnick had her awful way. That's right. Yep. Don't you love that tweet? Sorry, not sorry about taking over the comic industry or whatever it was. Man, that thing comes up every few months. Yellow Flash smacked it down again this not too long ago. Just dumb. Last superhero movies like I liked was Nolan's trilogy. Yeah, it was very good. Before that, Chris Reeves Superman, very good. And that's those are good things to like, Stephanie. Absolutely. Man, that wasn't Donner's Superman. I mean, come on, Donner just passed away. Did so many things. My God. Sword and Sorcery done right will make a comeback. Absolutely. Unfortunately, Disney is going to try to get on the front of that and wreck it in advance. Dude, where's my hair? Where's your hair, dude? The Hair Master. Hair Gully. The Hunt for Red Hair. There you go. You ever have that feeling somebody's over here? Catch something out of the side of your eye. Very strange today. I don't know what's going on. And I'm out. See you all on FNT. See you later, Dexy Doodle. Good to see you. I hope everything's going well, young lady. Really do. The Wizard of Hair. The hair receding to Garp. Yeah, the world according to Garp was pretty good. Lawrence of Arabia. There you go. You guys are on fire. I love you all. Ah, Are You Drunk Too is in the house, says, when Harry met Sally. When Harry met Sally. Oh my God. That's beautiful. Love that. Good to see you. Avon lives. Scott Jennings of Dick's Division says, didn't Doomcock say he has not Yahtzee neighbors at the center of the earth? I think I heard something like that possibly. But they're following and mimicking the stuff that didn't do well in the comics. Yeah, I know. It's just bizarre. And yet, Feige comes out and says that we don't need comic books. Well, all you have to do is see the Loki show we were just talking about and realize that's the case. Are you referring to the thing that got something? Jaffo asked. I made allusions towards a couple of states that have come across some stuff. There you go. Best Val Kilmer movie is Top Secret. I'm excited to see the new Val documentary coming up. Are you? Absolutely, guys. This thing looks amazing. He had enough foresight to kind of give us snippets of his life. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm interested in that. I'm engaged in that. James Bond 007 in Golden Hair. That's right. Bigford Entertainment in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Oh man, we got to arrange for you to get you on a Sunday, my man. Got to get you there. What up, Culture? Josiah Fitch. Good to see you. Let's see. Bye, Louvrian. Catch you later. Hopefully, I see you tomorrow, Louvrian. Be safe. I keep seeing D-Bud in the chat, but I don't know what's going on. Howdy, Casino. The Hairbarian. There you go. Oh, it's Howdy. Casino instead of Conan. The Hairbarian. I got you. Casino, the Hairbarian. There you go. Cool. Runners in the house. What's up, Runner? The best Val Kilmer movie is Real Genius. I love Real Genius, but I'm sorry. He was Doc Holliday in Tombstone. Holy cow. Wyatt Hare. There you go. Real Genius is an excellent film, Clobber. I agree with you guys, but I think here's the thing: he's good in a lot of. He was good in The Doors. He really was. I rewatched that film now with some context and some time. You feel differently about it. Philip A. Demick for $10 says, in Hunting the Broom Mustache Guy, they showed ex-Yahtzees in Argentina planned on using a nuke on NYC. A movie where he retired, Indy explores the Nazca lines and winds up foiling the Yahtzee plot. Would be great, but KK. Yeah, I don't know. There's still speculation that there's like space in it. I don't know. We'll see. We don't know. That's the thing. Stuff will leak though. Stuff will leak. Back to the Barber, Part 2. Let's set it Back to the Future. It's awesome. Oh no, I will definitely let you know. Oh man, definitely. EVS said that he and his wife went to see Kilmer's personal bio, but his voice was so bad. He just showed the movie and then shook hands afterwards. Yeah, that throat thing is just a mess. I feel so bad for him. What a loss. What a loss. Because he had a good voice. Love that guy. James Bond returns in Die Another Day. Thank you, Michael T. Good to see you, man. There's another creator right there. Another creator. Stephanie's listening from her stable. My horse says hi. Well, hello to your horse. I love horses. Kevin Costner's post-apocalyptic film, The Hairman. There you go. Heroliptico would be like instead of apocalyptico or whatever that was. Hmm. Harry Troopers. There you go. Val was great in The Doors. Yes, thank you, D. Bud Martin. I agree. Um, the movie was a little flat, but Val was good in The Saint. I love that. Plus Elizabeth Shue. You know. By the way, I still think she's was great in Leaving Las Vegas, right? And the like. Kilmer definitely took on Morrison in the Doors movie. He did. Talk about this. I'm sorry, I hate to say this. Well, actually, I don't hate to say it. Number one, Val's method. So he gains and loses weight for stuff. Now he's the size of a house, but you know it is what it is. But he lost and gained weight for parts. He fell completely into the role when he needed to in ways that not a lot of actors do. I mean, you've got a handful, not as many as we used to. Um, I guess that's true. I The thing is in ensemble films. Um, I guess you're right. I'll give you that one, Clobbering Times. You're right. It is a Russell film. Speaking of a Russell film, Bone Tomahawk. Maybe Banderas will take over the role of Mutt. I don't know. They're showing the astronauts' homecoming parade in New York City in pictures, so the moon landing has something to do with it. That's true, Steph. I just don't know what it is. So, I love Val Kilmer as Elvis in True Romance. There you go. Val has had a very broad career, right? Wide reaching. Val Kilmer as Ghost Elvis in True Romance. Critical Drinker and Gary just discussed this yesterday. Oh, well, did not know that. By the way, I didn't get a chance to see that. I would have loved to. It's hard to keep up. When I'm not streaming, I'm working. So it seems to be the way it is. Antonio Banderas dances with hares. Not to mention, no mention yet of Val in Spartan. There you go. Um, Bald Runner. Boo. Harrigeddon, a bald hero must stop a giant afro from destroying the earth. There you go. The Last Sam Hair Rye. The Last Samurai. Oh my goodness. It's Val method a la Jared Leto's Joker or method a la Heath's Joker. Heath's. Um, Heath. Kiss Kiss Snip Snip, starring Culture Casino and Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer's Ghost in the Darkness is a good film. Zach and Miri make hair. There you go, Saint Ravage. Bone Tomahawk was awesome. Way better than Cowboys versus Aliens. The Hair on the Edge of Tomorrow, says Jay Allman. There you go. Pictures are from Kubrick's studio, not from the moon. Oh, good to know, a scapegoat. Has anyone mentioned Top Gun yet? Oh, he was great. Great in that. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt in Die, Rinse, and Repeat. Oh man, no kidding. Die, Rinse, and Repeat. Yeah, DYE in this case, but kind of a weird time travel film. Did you guys ever? I don't know if any of you watched it. I haven't watched it recently. Um, was that called Edge? Did they rename that? That was one that was renamed like Edge of Tomorrow or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, the hair on the Edge of Tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. That was weird. Iceman, right? Is that? Yeah. love, love, love Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of people do. Die, rinse, repeat. Dang it, just woke up. LOL. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, I think we have covered a lot of the stuff that they're going to talk about for the course of the weekend. I know we will be as well. I have some special guests on the Sunday Culture Review this week. Got Bounding into Comics. Bounding into Comics, it looks like both or all three, the people you usually see on the Black Pill stream. You will see John F. Trent, and you will see Donald and Spencer. So they should all be there. It should be an adventure, and probably Drew Taylor. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. We will go through the things that they cover and how they go about it and all that. And the panel will, chime in, and we will spend time going through what the events of the weekend and the last week, of course. Um, it- there's a lot of other stuff out there on the horizon. That are going to catch our interest, but I don't think Space Jam's one of them. So I'm starting to feel like Space Jam's going to tank. Beat a Black Widow is going to tank, and we'll see maybe $20 million or so numbers out of the weekend for them. 20 something, 25, 26 at the top end, I think. We'll find out. But that is just going to indicate that Black Widow doesn't have the legs that it was required for it to actually make money. So we'll see if they release any more numbers from Disney Plus Premier Access. Other than that, there's a lot of things out there to check out today. Obviously, you have Friday Night Frolics with Doomcock. You have the Friday Night Tights crew that are getting ready to go here shortly, and you have my goodness, so many other things after those. I mean, you can hang out with Ords and many other folks at their live streams. If Matt's not sick, I hope he's not sick still. The Cocktail Lounge, that'll be up and running. So do check out all the other opportunities and all the other channels that you can. They definitely need all of that. That support is needed. It defeats the algorithm. So hopefully I will be back to normal creation following Saturday. And like I said, if I end up having a gaming stream tomorrow, it'll be much later in the day. Thank you all so very much for coming. Wait, what was this? Yeah, Top Secret was a great film. Lannian, ScarJo's legs can't carry BW anymore. They hate being sexualized. Well, there you go. And Accidental Tourist for a Canadian $5 says, check out Wes Moody. That's right. Oh my gosh, that was terrible of me. Absolutely. Do check out Wes Moody tonight for his birthday and his subscription surrender stream. That's right. My good friend Wes Moody, I will be over there. There's a couple 3 streams I will be on this evening. That'll be one of them. So do check out Wes Moody's channel. And if you're not subscribed to Wes Moody, please get subscribed to Wes Moody. Thank you, Accidental Tourist. Gosh, thank you. I would have. This is the problem. Brain's going 1,000 miles an hour. So much information. There were some things I wanted to talk about and break, but I'm not doing it today. We'll break some stories another time. And believe me, there's some stuff to break. But beyond that, thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. I will end the stream the same way that I always do. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. Thank the moderators for everything they do for you. Thank you, guys. And until next time, bye.